If you reflect 12 months ago, you had Andy finishing #1 and Novak #2 with big question marks with Roger and Rafa, and then this year Roger and Rafa dominated, winning the 4 slams, and then Andy and Novak having had the injury problems. So again, it's sort of a role reversal going into 2018. 2017 has thrown up surprises with the way that Roger and Rafa have played, but I've sort of said that we should stop being surprised because I think they're 2 of the greatest players of all time, and what they do is not normal. So if they've done it in 2017, if they stay healthy, I think there's every reason why they could both win slams in 2018. But that's where I think to really throw Djokovic and Murray back in the mix would be fantastic, because you want to see the best players going head to head in the biggest tournaments. I think it will be hard. I mean, he's not getting any younger, and obviously with the extent of his hip injury, it's obviously been very, very difficult, and he's worked incredibly hard, as he always does. Having seen some of the training that Andy's been doing when he's been away from competition, his commitment, his dedication, the attention to detail it's probably better than it's ever been, because he realises as he's getting older, he's got to make sure that he makes good decisions, smart decisions with his training and recovery. So he wouldn't be putting himself through the stresses and strains unless he wanted to get back not only onto the match court but competing in the highest levels. So there's no doubt that his hunger and desire is there, and likewise with the way that you've seen Federer and Nadal this year coming back from the adversities of injuries, which is always a challenge. It's been incredible to watch, and fingers crossed we can watch more of it in 2018. Well, it's not one that I can speak from experience on, but yeah, there's no doubt. I always sort of look at what Serena's achieved in the game, and I think she thrives with challenges. I think there's an element of proving it to herself, but proving to other people what she can do, and to have become a mother and then look to come back at the Australian Open. Obviously, will she play an event before that, or is she going to go straight into a Grand Slam? I mean, who knows? But I'm definitely not writing Serena off. I think when she gets the bit between her teeth, when she has that desire and the hunger to prove it to herself and other people, I think she'll be there or thereabouts if she's in Melbourne. To a certain extent, I think now she's sort of established herself back in the game, winning a title at the end of this year, and I still think she's one of the best players in the world. So she's had her challenges, obviously, having been away from the tour, but now being back playing a full schedule, I definitely expect her to sort of be back in the top 10, top 5 in the world, and challenging for major titles. Yeah, I think a little bit. She can learn from that. Obviously, she had a tough stretch, losing a few first-round matches. But you don't become a bad player overnight. And I think she's established herself as a top 10 player, and I think she's a genuine contender for the major titles. So lots of opportunities for her in 2018.